Welcome to Society and Culture Insights with Mzeunique. Here we take a deep dive into the ideas, trends, and events that shape our world. We reflect on complexities of society, explore cultural shifts, and share insights to help get through the things that affects us all and challenges our thinking. So go grab your favorite cup of drink or joe and sit on back and relax. And let's hear what Mzeunique has to say today. Welcome to Society and Culture Insights. Oh yeah, but we dive deep into the world we share with Mzeunique. We've got so much to say. Grab your coffee and let's start the day.
Good morning, listeners, and welcome back to Society and Culture Insights with Mzeunique. I'm your host, Mzeunique, and we've had a snowy start to this month, and many people in California are facing fires. Whether you're battling icy conditions or dealing with smoke and heat, let's take a moment to talk about staying safe and steady through it all. If you're in the snow, remember to layer up, stay hydrated, even in the cold, and keep an emergency kit in your car if you're traveling. For our California listeners, prioritize air quality, and you want to stay safe. If you're in a fire zone, keep your evacuation plan handy, wear N95 masks, and stay updated with local alerts. No matter where you are, remember that challenges like these teach us the importance of adaptability and self-care. And speaking of self-care, today's episode is all about a powerful skill that will help you not just survive, but thrive: the art of saying no. That's right, setting boundaries isn't just a buzzword, it's a life skill. We're diving into why learning to say no unapologetically is one of the best ways to honor your time, energy, and priorities. Stick with me, because after the break, we'll dive straight into how saying no can transform your life in ways you might not expect.
Stay connected with the pulse of your community. FCFBI.com. From breaking news and cultural stories to the hottest beats and local events, FCFBI keeps you in the loop with everything happening in your area and beyond. FCFBI.com today. Your alternate source for all things local.
Welcome back to Society and Culture Insights with Mzeunique. If you're just joining us, we're diving into the transformative power of saying no. And let me tell you, it's not just always easy, but it's always worth it. Now let's take a moment to reframe something that many of us have been conditioned to believe, that the word no is negative. What if I told you that saying no isn't about rejection or selfishness, but about empowerment? Think about this. Every time you say no to something that doesn't align with your values, you're saying yes to something that does. No is not just a word. It's a tool. It's a boundary. It's a way to protect your time, your energy, and your peace. Saying no is an act of self-respect. It's about recognizing that you are the steward of your own life. You're in control of where your energy goes and what you allow into your space. Let's be real. When you try to be everything to everyone, you be nothing to yourself. We've been taught that no is negative because it feels like we're closing a door. But what if we shifted our perspective into this? Instead of seeing no as shutting something out, how about we see it as opening a door or opening doors to something better? Saying no is an opportunity to say yes to rest, yes to clarity, yes to focus, and yes to the people and projects that truly matter to you. Most importantly, it's about saying yes to you. It's about reclaiming your power and stepping into the version of yourself that doesn't feel obligated to please everyone. When you say no, You're not just protecting yourself, you're also being honest with others. And honesty, well, that's the foundation of every strong relationship. Let's go over a few ways to start viewing no as a positive force in your life. You can think of it no as self-care towards yourself. When you say no to something draining, you're making room for things that rejuvenate you. Every time you set a boundary, give yourself that credit because you're practicing self-empowerment. And see no as a yes to yourself. You're not rejecting someone else, you're choosing you, yourself. For example, imagine you've been asked to take on a project at work that doesn't align your skills or long-term goals. You wasn't even trained to do it. Saying no might feel risky. You might be afraid you're going to lose your job or that they're going to look at you differently. But it's a way to protect your time and redirect your energy towards something that fits your vision. That's not negativity, that's wisdom. After the break, we're going to explore the ripple effects of saying no and how it can create space for growth and strengthen your relationships. Trust me, this next part will help you rethink what it truly means to honor your boundaries. So stick around.
Ready to fly, don't wait too long. Call 866-510-0683. You're on. Let's deals on flights are just one call away. Book your ticket now and things to know and fly today. Call 866-510-0683 for unbeatable flight deals. Ready to fly, don't wait too long. Call 866-510-0683 and you're on. The best deals on flights are just one call away. Book your ticket now and fly today. Call 866-510-0683 for unbeatable flight deals.
Welcome back. Today we're talking about being committed to saying no and how this one small word can lead to big changes in your life. Before the break, we reframed the idea of no as an act of empowerment, self-care, and honesty. Now, let's dive deeper into the ripple effects of saying no, how it not only benefits you, but also impacts the people around you. When you say no to things that don't serve you or don't mean you any good, you create space for things that do. Think of it like decluttering your home. When you clear out what you no longer need, you make room for what truly matters, whether that's a new opportunity, a fresh perspective, or simply more breathing room in your schedule. Saying no gives you the time and mental energy to focus on personal growth. It allows you to pour into activities, goals, and relationships that align with your purpose. And here's the beautiful part. When you grow, of course, you know that you inspire others to grow too. Your boundaries become a model for those around you. Now let's talk about relationships. A lot of people feel that saying no will push others away, but here's the truth. It often brings people closer to you. When you set boundaries, you're teaching others how to respect you. You're showing them that you value your time and energy, which encourages mutual respect. For example, if you find yourself consistently saying yes to plans or favors that leave you feeling overwhelmed, you might start to resent the person who asked. But when you say no respectfully, you're preserving that relationship by being honest about your capacity and your needs. It's not rejection, it's really clarity. And let's not forget, when you say no to things that aren't right for you, you're also opening the door for others who might be a better fit for those opportunities. In the end, it's a win-win situation. Think about this scenario. You have a friend that asks you to take on a big favor at the last minute, like baking a cake for a party or something. You were already stretched thin, didn't have this on your plate or plans, but you don't want to disappoint them, so you say yes. Now you're overwhelmed, and your quality of work or attention suffers. The friend may sense your stress, and the favor doesn't turn out as well as they hoped. Now imagine if you had said no instead. Sure, there might be initial disappointment, but in the long run, your friend would respect your honesty. There wouldn't be horrible quality of your work, and you preserve your energy and maintain the trust within your relationship. Here's something to try. The next time you're asked to do something that doesn't align with your values or capacity, or that you simply just don't want to do, pause and ask yourself, if I say yes to this, what am I saying no to? This simple reflection can help you make decisions that honor both yourself and the people in your life. After this next break, we're going to dive into practical strategies for saying no with confidence and grace, because how you say no matters just as much as the decision itself of saying no. So don't go anywhere. We're just getting started.
Empower your business with cutting-edge communication solutions from S&M Telecommunications. Whether you need reliable internet, day-up solutions, or comprehensive services, we've got you covered. From small businesses to large enterprises, S&M Telecommunications delivers customized telecom solutions that keep you connected and ahead of the curve. Visit our website today to learn more.
Welcome back to Society and Culture Insights with Mzeunique. If you're just tuning in, we've been exploring the power of saying no and how it creates space for growth, strengthens relationships, and ultimately leads to a more balanced life. Now let's get into the practical side of things, how to say no with confidence and grace. For many of us, the idea of saying no feels intimidating. We worry about hurting feelings, missing opportunities, or coming off as selfish. But here's the truth. Saying no doesn't have to be harsh or confrontational. With the right approach, it can be a positive and empowering experience for everyone involved. When saying no, you want to start with gratitude. Whenever possible, you can begin your response by expressing appreciation, because gratitude softens the no and shows the other person that you value their time and effort. For example, when approached with something and if you don't feel like doing it, you can start off by saying, I really appreciate you thinking of me. However, this sets a positive tone and opens the door for a respectful conversation. You want to keep in mind to be direct but polite. I'll call it nice nasty. There's no need to dance around your decision. A clear and polite no is often better than a vague response that leaves room for confusion. For example, you're coming up with all kinds of excuses as to why you can't do it instead of just saying no. You can instead say, I'm so grateful for the offer, but I have to decline. Notice how the language is kind but firm. There's no unnecessary explanations and no over-apologizing. Learn to use I statements. Framing your response around your own needs and limitations helps avoid making the other person feel blamed or rejected. For example, when saying no, you can say things like, I'm currently focusing on other priorities and won't be able to take this on. Or, I have a fully built schedule. If you would have asked me earlier, maybe. I statements keep the conversation about your boundaries rather than that request that the person came to you for. You can offer an alternative if it feels appropriate. This shows that you're still supportive even if you can't say yes. For example, I can't commit to this right now, but I know someone who would be a great fit. Or maybe in a couple of days if you can wait. Or I won't be able to attend the meeting, but I'd be happy to review the notes afterwards. When practicing saying no, you want to practice your delivery. If you're nervous about saying no, practice your response in advance. Try saying it out loud to yourself or role playing with a trusted friend. This helps build confidence and it helps to make it easier to deliver your no when the time comes. Once you've said no, resist the urge to backtrack or over-explain. Second-guessing yourself can dilute your message and lead to unnecessary stress. Trust that your no is valid and stand by it. Sometimes less is more. And you want to remember that no, well, that's a complete sentence. If you feel comfortable, you don't always need to explain it. A simple, respectful response can be enough. For example, thank you for thinking of me, but I'll have to pass. When you approach saying no with confidence and grace, you're not just setting boundaries, you're creating an environment of mutual respect. The people who truly value you, they'll appreciate your honesty and trust your decision making. And they'll respect your boundaries and what you have going on. Coming up after the break, we'll explore how mastering the art of saying no can lead to even greater opportunities and deeper connections. Stay with me.
Are you eligible for $0 a month healthcare coverage? Let's find out. If you qualify, you can get $0 a month for payments, covering doctor visits, prescriptions, hospitalizations. You must be employed. With income between $14,000 and $50,000 for this year, or estimated for next year. Between the ages of 18 and 64. Not be enrolled in Medicare, any cancer care, or any other private insurance.
Welcome back. Now, before the break, we've explored how saying no is not a rejection but an act of empowerment, and we've gone over strategies to say it with confidence and grace. Now, let's talk about the incredible ripple effect that mastering the art of saying no can have on your life. When you set boundaries and prioritize your time, something amazing happens. You create space. This space is like fertile soil where your new opportunities can grow. By saying no to things that drain your energy or don't align with your values, you open the door for things that truly matter. Have you ever noticed that when you clear clutter from your schedule, the right opportunities seem to find you? It's not a coincidence. By focusing your energy on what aligns with your goals, you naturally attract projects, people, and experiences that are in sync with your path. For example, saying no to a commitment you're not passionate about can free up time to pursue a passion project or deepen your skills in an area that excites you. It's about making room for what truly lights you up. When you set boundaries, you also strengthen the relationships that matter most. Why? Because you're showing up authentically. You're no longer spreading yourself thin or saying yes out of obligation. Instead, you're investing your time and energy in relationships that align with your values and bring you joy. Saying no helps you build trust. People learn that when you say yes, you mean it. They'll respect your time and appreciate the quality of your commitment. Mastering the art of saying no creates clarity in your life. It helps you identify what truly matters and lets you focus on the things that move you closer to your goals. It's like clearing the fog so you can see the road ahead more clearly. This clarity isn't just good for you, it's contagious. When people see you confidently setting boundaries and prioritizing what's important, it inspires them to do the same. Your courage becomes a model for others to follow. So this year, practice saying no a little more. Put it in your vocabulary and don't feel bad when you say it. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this. Saying no isn't about shutting people out, it's about letting the right things in. It's about honoring your time, your energy, and goals. It's about creating a life that reflects who you truly are and what you truly value. So the next time you're faced with a request or an opportunity, pause and ask yourself, does this align with my values? And will this move me closer to my goals? Most importantly, does this feel right for me? If the answer is no, embrace it and say it. Stand firm in your decision, knowing that every no creates space for a more meaningful yes. Thank you for spending your time with me today. I hope this episode has inspired you to embrace the power of saying no and use it as a tool for growth, connection, and empowerment. Remember, you hold the pen to your life story, so don't be afraid to write the chapters that truly matter. And until next time, stay strong, stay intentional, and stay true to yourself. This is Mzeunique signing off from Society and Culture Insights with Mzeunique. Have a powerful week, and remember to say no.
Let's sit in the